you know, or singing at all even sometimes. You want to hear something strange and different that sort of does different things to your brains, and it's just a different way of listening. So to people that don't get electronic music, I say I understand, but there is good electronic music in all genres. There's good and bad styles of music. Just keep listening, and maybe you'll find the right music that touches your heart and your soul, and you'll hear the soul in it.
You know, beginning from 60s, there were a lot of psychedelic projects, so partly psychedelic, like Doors, I don't know, Jefferson Airplane. Do you have some artists that influenced you, to whom you may compare your, I don't know, like Pink Floyd of the 20th century? I mean, Shpongle.
I mean, there's so many artists that have influenced me over the years. I mean, I couldn't possibly name them all, but not just musicians, but painters like Dali and Vermeer, and comedians like Bill Hicks, and people that tell the truth. And the music sometimes is about truth. Sometimes it's about fantasy and escaping the truth, but sometimes it's about the truth. Musically, when I was a teenager, I was one of those people that hated electronic music. I didn't like Kraftwerk, I didn't like Depeche Mode, I liked The Cure, I liked the Smiths, I liked, you know, many different artists. And now, if you look through my iPod, there's so many artists of a wide range of music that, you know, it's all music. I love to explore music and different styles of music. So to say one influence would be too difficult. So, you know, at any time I will listen to one song and I love that song, and I'll listen to it over and over again, and then there'll be another song that I like. So, I mean, if I was to give you a list of musicians now, we'd be here all night and I'd miss the show. But, you know, Radiohead, obviously, as a producer, Spike Stent, I think, is amazing. Although he mixes very commercial stuff, his production is amazing, his mixing is amazing. I'm trying to think of something interesting for you. I'm trying to think what I listened to recently. John Hopkins is an artist I just discovered who's very interesting, mixing classical with very glitchy stuff. Massive Attack, Portishead, you know, the sort of the scene from Bristol in England. I mean, many things. I could go on for forever. Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix.
Nowadays, a lot of trance projects left the underground level and became more and more popular. For example, I know Infected Mushroom, they was a specific trance project, and now they look more like rock stars. Can you imagine the same thing happen to Shpongle?
No, I mean, we don't care about popularity. I do music so that I don't kill myself. You know, I do music because it comes from my heart and it's my passion. And if I didn't do it, then I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd be lying in the snow in Moscow, dying, withering like an old prune turning into a raisin. Whether we're popular or not, I think that I can do music that I like for me. My taste isn't very weird. I have quite normal taste, I think, in music. And so I think if I like it, then there are going to be other people that will like it too. And we are all one. I believe we're all connected, and that, you know, it's all part of we are all part of the same thing. If I like it, then there are going to be other people that share the same soul and the same passion as me, and they all like it too, and connect with me and my taste and my music, and, you know, and I connect with them. So, you know, as for do we do something to make it more popular, then no, absolutely not. The idea of making music for somebody else is ridiculous to me. I can only make music for me and what I like. And, you know, sometimes the fans aren't going to like it, and I understand that. You know, my taste change. Maybe the fans' taste doesn't change. Hopefully there'll be enough people that like what I like.
What do you think, if we sum up all the psychedelic songs that you wrote, would that be enough to fly to the sun and back?
Time-wise, I mean, It's certainly a journey, you know. All my songs I try to make a journey, whether that journey is to the sun and back or to Mars and back, I don't know. I hope really as a journey it is more to inside your head and inside your heart. Not to the sun, it's not to a physical place, it's to a place inside. I like music that brings you inside and also brings you outside. You know, it's a journey that takes you on many different paths. Sometimes at the same time, sometimes differently. You know, music is a journey, it is the soundtrack of our lives, and yes, my catalogue is quite big. You know, I'm old now, I've made quite a lot of tunes, but, you know, I hope to do it for as long as I live, and, you know, I hope to fill my iPod with amazing psychedelic music, not just mine, other people's as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, if you don't mind.
This is Simon for Shpongle, talking to you at hallucinogen.ru. Thank you for listening to me. I've been talking all sorts of rubbish. Ignore everything. It's all lies. I don't know what I've been saying. I've got to go and play this gig. But thank you for listening to the music. Ignore my words. It's all rubbish. As Charlie Parker said, let's continue this conversation on our instruments.